Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Ready to Learn. On this channel, we are ready to learn from every angles. And I was rounding up a series. My last episode, I rounded up on Before You Say Yes, I Do. And I zeroed in on being a parent. Now I'm moving into another series, and that is family relationships. Family relationships. This is very, very important because from your marriage, you start raising a new family. Both of you coming together to get married, you are from a family. You are coming from your individual family. And as you come together, your extended family, the extension of your families, let me put it that way, is wider. You are an in-law here and there. And family is a base, a foundation. Marriage rather is the foundation for the family. The coming together of Adam and Eve started everything that revolved around humans on earth today. So we see the coming together of a man as a woman as what has brought about raising children, having people all around, and relating with them is very important. Now, one thing about relationship is you must have a good understanding of who you are relating with. If you don't understand the person you are relating with, definitely you are going to be having fights here and there. There's going to be these misunderstandings. Let me put it that way. So you must be able to relate well when you understand the person very well. So I'm going to be starting from, let's say, having children. Let's start from raising our nuclear family before we now go to the extended family. Now, when you have your children, you started raising another people on earth that will connect here and there. Now, before we go into seeing the differences, male and female, relating with them and things like that, there's something I want us to know, which I think is very, very important about children. What is so unique about these children? Now, your child, that baby that you are expecting or that you already have, either male or female, that child is very, very important. That child is a blessing from the Lord. It's a gift from the Lord. The attitude that you use to receive that gift will determine how you take care of that gift. If I give you something and you don't treasure it, you see it just like, what is this? Definitely you will not take care of that thing. In fact, you can even dash it away. Or you just keep it somewhere, gather dust, and at the end of the day, you just throw it somewhere. That is the attitude of some people towards the babies that they have. I can't forget an experience that I have some time ago. My children's lesson teacher, she was expecting her third child. So I was in the office and she called me. She said, "Mommy, I've given birth." She said, "I put to bed yesterday." I was so happy. I said, "Congratulations. Oh, I didn't know that you are that due, And the next thing, she started crying. I was shocked. What happened? In fact, I was afraid. I thought something is wrong with the baby or whatever. I said, "I hope the baby is okay." She said, "Mommy, the baby is okay." The next thing she will say, "Mommy, she's a girl again." What? I was like, "She's a girl again?" I became emotional. I started scolding her. I said, "It's not your fault. If you are crying up and down looking for just one child, you won't be saying it's a girl again." Now look at that attitude towards that child. From the birth of that child, she was not happy. She said her husband, she's not happy. The man is expecting her to have a boy, blah, blah, blah. All these cultural defaults in the sexes of the child. I said, "See, just if I drop this phone, go before the Lord and begin to ask for forgiveness. Because that child is special." And this is to anyone out there. Perhaps what you are expecting is not what you get. Your expectation is not the same thing as God's expectation. The plans of God for you is different from what you think is good for yourself. Even the Bible says His ways are not our ways. You are expecting a boy. He gives you a girl. He knows that you need that girl more than the boy. or you're expecting a girl and another boy has come. He knows that what you need is that boy. So receive every child from God. Receive that gift from God with thanksgiving. Every child, male or female, they are blessings from the Lord. And when you receive it with a heart of gratitude, then God gives you the knowledge, the light, the wisdom to raise that child to become a wonderful adult and somebody that you will enjoy growing up with you. So when you have a child, like I said, that child is a blessing. It's a beautiful gift from God, from our Father that is from above. Don't forget, you cannot buy children in the market. You cannot buy children in the market. You can only pray to have them. And when you have them, receive them with thanksgiving. Number 2 thing you must know about children is each child is an individual. Each child is an individual. Your children, if you have them 2, 3, 4, each one of them is an individual. Each one of them is peculiar. Each one of them is different. They are different from you. They are different from others. So treat them as an individual. The Bible even recognizes and establishes the individualism of every child. Book of Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 5, it talks about Jeremiah. He said, before you are formed in the womb, I know you. So God knows him as an individual before he was given birth to. He has ordained him. He has given him his assignment. The same thing goes with all these children that God is giving to us. They are individuals. They have their specific assignment. They have their specific purpose. So as a Christian, I don't want you to be part of the people that are ignorant in seeing their children as individuals. In the Bible, even our hair, the strands of our hair, the Bible says they are numbered. It says we are wonderfully and we are fearfully made. So that child is an individual. That child is special. Another thing you must know about your child is the child that you have, that baby that you are carrying, that baby you are expecting, or those children in your home, they are important personalities. Although they have small body, they have small stature, they have small structure, but I tell you, they are not inferior. They are special because God can use them even as small as they are. I tell you, I've had stories or testimonies of parents that if their children or a child in the house that saw a revelation and shared it with the parent, that saved them from impending challenges or troubles. So don't see your child as everything coming from that child is childish. Pay attention to the things that is coming from them. 2, 3 occasions my son has woken me up and shared dreams with me, and we prayed about it. They can dream. God can talk to them. God can speak to them. Look at Samuel in the Bible, in chapter 3. He's a small child, but God spoke to him. What Eli couldn't see or what Eli was not paying attention to because his eyes are now dim, no more visions, no nothing, God spoke to this young man. And at the end of the day, everything he said about Israel came to pass. So your child is not just an inferior being. Your child is a special person. God can make use of that child. God can use that son, and God can use your daughter. And you see, when God talks about children, thank God for the Bible. God never put a special attention on boys or girls. In the book of Psalm 127, talking about children as God's heritage, he didn't say boys, he didn't say girls. He didn't say that it's only the boys that are are arrows in the hand of the mighty man. He talked about children as arrows in the hand of the mighty man. So that your child is not inferior, is a special person in your family. They may do some childish things, but don't zero into everything they do as being childish. Critically analyze what they are doing and ask God to give you the light to maybe decode some of the things that they do that may be unique. So your child is an individual. Your child is not inferior. Your child is a blessing from the Lord. That child is unique as our biometrics. Your biometric is different from that of your child, male or female. As they are growing at their childhood age, there's basically no difference between them, because God sees them as important people on earth to do wonders for Him. So your children are blessings from God. Anytime you receive them with thanksgiving. Raise them with thanksgiving. Raise them with the mindset that this is an individual that God will use in his adulthood age. And I know that as you are doing that, God will give you the strength, the capacity, and what you need to raise each child as they come to your family. This episode continues. The series is going to take a little longer before we round it up. I don't want you to miss the next one, because in the next one we are going to be looking at their individualism, and according to the sexes there might be little difference as they are growing up before they become a full adult, that we can now say, okay, this person is different from this person. But the differences in children as they are growing has nothing to do with a boy or a girl. See them grow as children of God, as blessings from God, as gifts from above. And when you see them like this, I'm telling you, you'll be happy growing with them. You know, we grow with our children. Or some of you don't know. Yes, we do. If you have a child at the age of 25, by the time that child is 10 years old, you are 35. Maybe your husband as at that time was 30, now he's 40. You are growing together. What you know at the age of 25 is not the same thing as what you know at the age of 35. So we grow together, and that's why we must grow together with children, understanding them, understanding who they are. So see you in the next episode, and I know as we are running this series, you'll be blessed. Don't forget, share this with somebody, share this with a parent, and at the end of the day, you'll be glad that you are on my channel. God bless you. I still remain your host, Olubunmi James. See you next time, and bye.